Hey guys, Dan from World Mr. Grey, Dandalf the Grey. And if you're wondering why I got these on, it's just because it's just gone 7 a.m. and my eyes are a bit blurry this morning. So, but I thought, before I go to work, I thought I'd just do like a mini comments, reading your comments video, because there's a couple I want to get to. And I just put the video up last night, a Michelo 2.0, the one I can't explain, sort of. I'd go through the comments, because just to catch up a bit, because one of them I actually want to address. I'm just going to get right into it. Diane Thomas says, maybe time for one of your how-to videos. I'm not suggesting you use a real Ouija board. Those things scare me. A plain piece of cardboard with nothing on it would get the point across. I do have a few Ouija boards. Could possibly stir things up. I do have a fear of Ouija boards. This is why I got the glasses on. Could possibly stir things up. Too many movies, I guess. Well, Diane, I will definitely be doing something about that in the near future. I'd have to make it first, obviously. But yeah, happy to. I can even instantly think of how to do it. Well, like I said in the Michelo 2.0 video, it's pretty much how I would do it anyway. Fizzman says, the salt on the board definitely helps it move, just like the sawdust on the shuffleboard. Yeah, a lot of you have said that, because I don't know much about Ouija boards. But when he was pouring the salt on the board, I thought in his eyes to ward off evil spirits, but he was doing it before he done anything. He's pouring salt on the board way before he started to sit down and move it. And obviously, when you think about it, it just helps the planchette move really easily across the board. And someone said, and I think it's an excellent point, where is it? Yeah, and someone said as well, the day they make glass Ouija boards is the day you'll stop seeing Ouija boards work. And he makes an excellent point, because I'm a big fan of Derren Brown. I've mentioned this quite a few times. I'm a big fan of Derren Brown. If you don't know who Derren Brown is, he's a UK... I don't know what you class him as. He's not a hypnotist. He's not a magician, although he does all that stuff. I've been to see him live as well. I think he's bloody excellent. Showman. This is the description of Derren Brown. Derren Brown is an English mentalist, illusionist, painter and author. And if you look him up, he's really bloody good. He does like subliminal messaging techniques. You know, he'll know exactly what you're going to say. He'll read your mind. He's not reading your mind. He's suggesting stuff, but you don't know he's doing it. He's really good. He's really good at what he does. But he did an experiment a couple of years ago. It's got to be about 15 years ago now. And he did exactly what that... hopefully I'll get to that comment now. What he said, he made Ouija boards with glass. And he had participants come in and try to do like Ouija board stuff, table tipping. And obviously none of it worked because it was on glass. It was a perfect example of the ideomotor movement when it comes to Ouija boards. When it comes to Ouija boards, you usually have two people on there. And they say, I'm not moving it. Are you moving it? No, you must be moving it. Well, it turns out like a lot of the times it's just an ideomotor movement. And Derren Brown proved that when he did this glass Ouija board, glass table tipping technique a number of years ago. But look up Derren Brown. He's really good at what he does. And he's really upfront of how it's done as well. So, but thank you. Comrade Cowboy says, you're not skipping the bullshittery. I know. I'm trying to be good. Because people get annoyed when I skip stuff. Even though I want to skip stuff. I'm trying to be good here. I'm trying to behave myself. Lindsay says, I love it. Thank you. I love the explanation videos. Thanks for not getting annoyed and just calling it bollocks. I love that you explain how it might be done. Many thanks. Well, thank you, Lindsay. I try not to get annoyed at stuff. Even the stuff I used to sort of get annoyed at, I wasn't really annoyed at. I was just annoyed that I was seeing them all the time. That's the only thing. It wasn't so much I was annoyed at what I was seeing on screen was utter bollocks. It was just the fact that I kept seeing the same clips over and over and over again. And that's, again, going back to the other comment, is usually why I would skip. But, like, maybe someone haven't seen that video, so I try not to skip these days. But thank you. Not Morgan Freeman says, those jerky movements definitely mean magnets. I bought some of the tiniest magnets from the hardware store a couple of months ago, and those suckers were strong. I don't think he tried very hard making his ghetto boards. I know, I think people... sometimes forget or they never did it in school, because when I was in school we did lots of things with magnets. Magnets are bloody powerful, and you can get the smallest of magnets and you can do a lot of things with it. Trust me, it's not out of this world, to make many things with magnets. You can power stuff. You can power little tiny remote control cars with magnets. It's really good, the science involved in magnets. Oh, there you go. Ruminating 15. That's where I saw the comment. The minute they make glass Ouija boards is the minute you will no longer see new video of Ouija boards. I agree. Like I said, go look up Derren Brown. Tie-Dyed Fried says, yeah, I just sent this link to you yesterday and on your last video. I didn't see it, unfortunately. The problem is, when people send me links, it gets put into the held for review because YouTube doesn't like that stuff. So I have to approve it. And I think I approved it just before this video. Unfortunately, I have to go through the held for approval comments and approve every single one. And I do approve them. Even the ones who call me a dickhead or whatever, I still approve them because I keep them for comments videos. People think I don't see their stupid comments. I see every single one. Don't worry about that. And they are stupid. Not this one, by the way. But Tie-Dyed Fry says, because they mentioned you, shake my head sadly, I'll stand here in my corner. You totally missed the wee little clip where you can see his leg twitching while the egg is moving, and as soon as it stopped, his leg did. I can't believe you missed that, damn Dolph. Here, let me help you at 906 on the Pimple version. Oh, and why didn't you say anything about the shout-out Pimples gave you? Oh yeah, right, you don't do shout-outs, my bad. No, it's not that I don't do shout-outs. The reason I didn't acknowledge the Goose Pimples shout-out and the egg one is because I'm keeping that for a Goose Pimples breakdown. The video of Michelo 2.0 I put up yesterday, that wasn't the Goose Pimples one. I just so happened to see it on Goose Pimples, but I went to Michelo's full video. I'm keeping all the other Goose Pimples stuff for when I do a breakdown of that Goose Pimples video. Not just that one, but the rest of the clips he shows in it. Because the egg one I saw in Goose Pimples, and I did mention it in the Michelo 2.0 one, but it weren't on that particular clip, so I didn't show it. But no, don't worry. I'm fully aware, but I'm keeping that for a Goose Pimples video, so don't worry. But thank you for the comments. Right, this comment was the one that made me get out of bed. And you know what, right? This annoys me. I'm not so much annoyed at you, Rick. Right, well, I'm going to read your comment out first. Why you only debunk only the easy ones? Don't get that. Of course you won't, because you have a YouTube channel that pisses me off big time and most likely block me because you don't want others to see my comments. Well, first of all, I don't block people. I don't block people, right? I have broad shoulders. I can take shitty comments, trust me. Right? But the annoying thing is, and first of all, I don't do easy debunks. I do what people present to me. That's what I do. I don't look for the easier shit. And first of all, that Michelo 2.0, I didn't think that was an easy one. And also, I say in the video, this isn't a debunk. This is just my opinion, what I think is going on. The fact that you think I only do easy ones, you must not watch my shit. And Rick, I've seen you comment quite a few times. I can't remember the other ones. I think you've done a few annoyed comments at me, and I've brushed them off, right? But I don't work for you, right? I don't work for you. You don't pay me. Okay, I'm not working for you. I already got a fucking job I hate. So don't think I have to do shit just for you. Or anyone who gives me a comment like that. That annoys me. If you get annoyed, you can always go somewhere else. But I'm not going to block you. And I appreciate that you get pissed off. But I only look at stuff which gets either sent to me or presented to me. Can you have a look at this stuff? I never go for easy stuff. It's a stupid Rick. I'm not having a go, but that is a seriously stupid comment. And no, but I'm not going to block your comment because I do want people to see your comment. So don't worry about it. James Viola says the planchette looks like very light balsa wood, so a can of compressed air would move it. Maybe an airbrush or something. I agree, it does look like balsa wood on the planchette, but the air gun, I don't think it's using an air gun because the way it moves. There's one point in the video where he's literally like, he pulls the planchette and it goes to the middle, pulls it again, goes to the middle of the board, and he does it a few times. It's exactly how it would when it's magnetized. I think if it was compressed air, he would, one, you would probably hear the compressed air, but two, you would blow it and he'd have to keep on pulling it back every time, whereas in the video the planchette was going all over the place. So that's why I don't think it's compressed air. Michael Flores says, is it possible to use a program or something to know if there's CG in a video? There's a video filmed in Venezuela where part of a communion wafer placed in a display window in the wall of a chapel seems to turn into pulsating tissue. It's a kind of grainy video, and the person who filmed it said it was filmed November 1998, and that no one else in the chapel but him saw it when it was happening. I don't know about that clip. I will have to have a look. But as far as programs to know if there's CG in the video, don't think it is. I don't think the software exists. I mean, it might. I don't know. Like, I know you can get software to count pixels in a video. And, you know, that software can tell you whether it's like 720p, 1080p, 2K, 4K. There's software which can measure frame rate. I don't think there's software which can detect CG, though. Like, the only way most people, same as me, can detect CG or CGI. Computer-generated imagery, by the way. When I was a kid, I used to think it stood for computer graphics imagery. But the only way you can detect it is if you know what it looks like, to be honest with you. And, you know, sometimes it's blatantly obvious that there's a bit of trickery in the video, or sometimes it's just, you have to look really close to the little clues which, you know, videos give out when there's some CG involved. I don't know. If there is a software out there, I don't know about it. I would like to know about it if there is out there, because that would be a lot easier. But yeah, it's an interesting comment. Brandon Boulderoff says, I'd say this is a debunk. You convinced me that the video is fake. A few of you said that. Like I said, I'm not committing 100% to say there is a debunk, because I will annoy people when I say that. But the clues are there. Francis Pitts says he wouldn't need to use much metal in the planchette as long as he's using a strong electromagnetic coil nearby. Even nails with the heads cut off so you can't see it hammered into the sides. You can make a seriously powerful magnet using current, and it could easily drag something across a board, especially if he applied a polish to the board and planchette. I'd use a rheostat to turn up the current slowly so that it doesn't jerk it. So you would only have a small piece of metal in the object you want to move, and on the side you place a huge horseshoe shaped piece of whatever and wrap copper wire around it, making your own magnet once you connect electric power to it. It's what they use in junkyards to pick up metal vehicles and move them using a crane. Instead of a big hook, you would use a magnet with a switch in the cab of the crane. Exactly. You know, using magnets for that Michelo 2.0 video is not completely out of the realm of possibility. In fact, I'm pretty much certain that's exactly what it was. And like I said, magnets are powerful, especially when a current is involved. Claire Burns says, Hi Dan, I saw your update and had to go commenting on the Lighthouse video I made, by the way, which I really enjoyed making. I saw your update and had to go out and watch the Lighthouse before I came back to yours. Truly an amazing film, beautiful cinematography, and kept me guessing well past the ending. Such a sad but believable story. Lighthouses always seem to have a juxtaposition between saving lives and making it where lives have been lost. Yeah. Claire, I'm glad you enjoyed it, because I know that film is not for everyone. Like, who was it? I saw a comment last night saying they hated The Witch. They hated the fact that I said I liked The Witch and they threw up in their house or something. The Witch is a very divisive film. I understand that, because there's so much dialogue. It's like he uses Old English, Old American dialogue from like the 1500s. And it is a bit jarring sometimes, I will admit. But it's interesting. It's interesting. Same with the Lighthouse. The Lighthouse obviously doesn't use 1500 dialogue. He uses more up-to-date dialogue. But I loved the Lighthouse. I thought it amazing. Old Tess says, good video, Mr. Gray. If you look, there seem to be magnets around the Ouija board. They look like coins. Oh, I don't know. Interesting. I know one of the coins. I know he does set a pile of coins on the Ouija board and only one coin gets moved around, the magnet coin. I didn't think about that, having coins around the board, to be honest. Interesting. I'll have to check that out. And the salt makes it glide better. You have no salt on the Ouija board and it's a homemade board. Because we have more letters in our alphabet and they do not look the same either. In my country, we have 3 more letters in our alphabet, which you do not have in English. Well, in the Welsh version, where I'm from, we have more as well, but we also missed out a lot of letters. We don't have letters like Z, so we couldn't do the Zozo Demon. We'd be buggered on the Welsh Ouija board. We don't have the letters K. We don't have the letters J. I can't remember the other ones now. Oh, we don't have the letter V. We'd be buggered with the Welsh bloody Ouija board. There's no Zozo Demons there, let me tell you. Goose Pimple, this is going to be my final comment of mine because I've got to go to work, unfortunately. Goose Pimple says, oh, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts on this one. It left me baffled and I even mentioned you in the video. Yes, I will get to your video. Hoping to find a better explanation to it other than the paranormal. I didn't think of this at the time, but you mentioned two things I'm starting to connect now. The black screens, which I assumed that he put his phone down to phone his friend from the other phone as he only had two hands, and the headphone holder. I need to check if the black screens match the times when he turns the camera away from his face, as it could mean putting the headset on or whatever they call it. At some point in one of the videos, he goes with a magnet over the planchette. Oh, see, I didn't see that part of the video. I did not know that. Because the video I showed on that video last night, the Michelo 2.0, that's not the only one he made. He made about 2 or 3. And like I was trying to find the other ones because they were like 5 or 6 months ago, but I couldn't find them. But I did not know he moved a magnet over the planchette. So he had magnets at his side. I didn't know that. But again, by the time he could already removed the magnets if he had any. In regards to the thing falling in the background, that was him swearing at the salt and threw it in anger. All right. Or acting, who knows. Thanks again, mate. Freaking lovely content. Goose Pimples, I appreciate it. So I had no idea that he had an actual magnet there. I didn't see that part of the video. That was in a different video. And him throwing the salt, I didn't realise. Interesting. But anyway, that was just a short comments video before I got to work. And even though, Rick, I'm not annoyed at you, but I'm annoyed that you think I work for you. Okay? Right? But anyway, leave a like if you like this video. Leave a sub if you're new to my channel. I do these quite often. I'll be back sometime soon. Don't know when, don't know how. But anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now.